Hello everybody, this is PitchSkullBlack here and welcome back to another video in which today I am going to be unboxing the recent Ghost Stories for Christmas Volume 1 Blu Ray by the BFI. So without further ado, let us begin. So with the shrink wrap off, let's take a look at this box set. So we have the BFI logo, Ghost Stories for Christmas, Volume 1, as seen on the BBC, and then a rating of 12. And then for the brilliant cover art itself, stylistically done so it looks like a pencil shading drawing, I would have said. We have the cloth bound Phantom kind of taking center stage from Oh Whistle and I Will Come to You, with the two ghost children from Lost Hearts kind of mixed into the background there. And then we have a scene in a graveyard there, which I'm assuming is meant to be representative of a scene from A Warning to the Curious. Yeah, it looks absolutely brilliant, and I thought they would have gone for a kind of matte finish for this cover, but instead they've kind of gone for a glossy one, which still looks good, but parts of me wonder that this may have looked a bit better as a matte finish cover with the kind of lettering and what have you embossed. I feel like that would have looked quite cool. And then for the spine, we have BFI, the Cloaked Phantom, Ghost Stories for Christmas, Volume 1, 12, Blu-ray, and a little BFI code thing at the bottom there. And so then we have the back of this release, Ghost Stories for Christmas, Volume 1, synopsis, special features, specs, and various other bits and pieces down here, such as 12 contains moderate psychological horror and gore. Broadcast in the dying hours of Christmas Eve. The BBC's A Ghost Story for Christmas series was a fixture of the seasonal schedules throughout the 1970s and spawned a long tradition of chilling tales that terrified Yuletide viewers for decades to come. Included in this release are the first 4 installments: Whistle and I Will Come to You, The Stalls of Barchester, A Warning to the Curious, and Lost Hearts, all newly remastered from the original film materials and presented on Blu-ray for the first time. Also included is 2010's Whistle and I Will Come to You, plus a selection of new and archive extras. So for the special features in this box set, which are pretty extensive, all of the films here have been newly remastered by the BFI. There are newly recorded audio commentaries for Whistle and I Will Come to You, 1968, and A Warning to the Curious by TV historian John Deere. Newly recorded audio commentaries for The Stalls of Barchester and Lost Hearts by Kim Newman and Sean Hogan. Whistle and I Will Come to You 2010, 52 minutes. Jonathan Miller and Christopher Frayling interview. Neil Brand reads M.R. James's original story from 2001, 42 minutes. Ramsey Campbell on M.R. James from 2001, and then the same person reading his story The Guide, which was inspired by M.R. James. Ramsey Campbell on M.R. James. Introductions by Lawrence Gordon Clark, the director of 7 of the BBC's classic A Ghost Story for Christmas episodes, discusses his part in the first 3 installments he directed. Ghost Stories for Christmas with Christopher Lee, Talking Head horror series starring the iconic actor as an M.R. James-like recounter of fireside Christmas ghost stories. Included on this release are The Stalls of Barchester and A Warning to the Curious of that series. UK 1968 to 1973, black and white and colour. The total run length is 172 minutes for the main features plus extras. English language with optional subtitles for the deaf and partial hearing. Original aspect ratio, and then Blu-ray specs down there. So then taking the slip card off, we have the cover again, just kind of replicated here. And so then opening up this case, We have the first disc there, which comprises of the 2 versions of Whistle and I Will Come to You. The second, which has the Stalls of Barchester and A Warning to the Curious, and Lost Hearts on the third disc there. So then taking a look at the booklet, we have the front cover there, and the back. M.R. James, Oh Whistle and I'll Come to You My Lad by Reggie Oliver. And a spoiler warning, because some of these essays in here have spoilers to the films that are contained in this set. Crossing Miller, Re-Evaluating Whistle and I Will Come to You by John Deere, with pictures from the 2010 version. Traces of Uneasiness, Lawrence Gordon Clark and the Stalls of Barchester by Jonathan Rigby. A Warning to the Curious by Adam Easterbrook. Some images from the film there. Lost Hearts by Ramsey Campbell. And then we have credits there for Whistle and I Will Come to You, both versions. A Warning to the Curious and the Stalls of Barchester, along with Lost Hearts there. The disc by disc listing of the special features, and then there we've got a bit about the presentations and acknowledgements. Montague Rhodes James was a medievalist scholar by profession. However, he did publish his own anthologies of ghost stories, and subsequently has become one of the most famous authors ever for this particular type of fiction. This Blu Ray I have unboxed is a new high-definition remastering of the television series where the majority of his adaptations have appeared. In 2021, on my channel here, I uploaded 3 videos all with the title Haunted Network, or at least have that in the titles. The original game plan for this was to be a full series of 8 documentary videos on the supernatural and television programs relating to this subject. However, only 3 of these went ahead and were made per the original plan. Another video did utilise elements of what would have been the 4th and 5th, plus the closing minutes of the Doctor Who fandom and the missing episodes video gives a glimpse as to what the final episode of this collection of documentaries would have been about. A new channel by me, named after this series, has videos that remakes and uses unused ideas from the Haunted Network videos on PitchSkullBlack. Currently it is in the process of presenting a 4-part, 2-hour documentary video covering every single screen adaptation of M.R. James that I know of. The middle 2 of these videos, Signals from the Other Side and Tractate Warnings, go over both of the runs of A Ghost Story for Christmas and subsequently everything on disc in this set right here. So needless to say, if you're interested in learning more about this series and what I think of them in terms of what the films are like, I have you covered. To wrap up this video, I am so happy that the BFI has started to re-release these brilliant adaptations in a new, remastered and better than ever form. This is an incredible set, and if you enjoy horror programs, this comes as a big recommendation and could very well be my favourite TV series of all time. It is very, very hard to say, but I do absolutely love it. So like, favorite, comment, subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed this unboxing video. PitchSkullBlack, dematerializing.